Okay, we're going to be watching Evixx, who's playing Zarya in Nepal. This is Silver 4. I do not know if this PC or console. Just picked up Zarya for the first time. I usually play high gold slash low plat and support. I feel like I'm playing pretty well, but in my first 10 games I only managed about 40% win rate on her, so clearly my analysis is correct. I don't know about that. I mean, at over 10 games, 40% win rate is just a difference of one game. So, I'm not saying you're probably not playing super well, but it's not like you're doing terrible or anything like that. Would love to get better and maybe rank up a little to allow less random team play and an iota of organization, perhaps. Oh, I don't know if you're going to get that. Things I am trying to do slash think are going okay. Not push in without bubble available. That's good. Take high ground when possible, but if team not following, then I stick with them. Use natural cover. Not wasting bubbles. My average energy is over 50. That's good. Yeah, that's really good. Things I think aren't going well. Reloading at inopportune moments, sometimes after one right click. Bad habit I need to get out of. That's true. Bad grabs where I literally reloading or just alone, or don't track and wait for enemy abilities that might counter me to be on cooldown so it doesn't lead to any or many kills. Beam tracking could be better. Not sure I'm making good kill target choices at times. Not sure if I'm making good choices with regards to left click versus right click. I'm going to assume you're a PC player. In team fights, not sure I am being too selfish with bubbles and not dishing them out to teammates enough. Thank you. Okay, so quick thoughts here. Number one, average energy over 50% is great. That's really good. So probably you're doing fine on the energy side. Reloading, compulsive reloading is definitely gonna be a problem, especially for Zarya, where your reload is quite long and you do so much damage with your weapon that reloading early is a huge problem. Grabs, not being kind of grabbing at the wrong time, definitely an issue. Something you need to work on to improve. Beam tracking, I mean, that is what it is. We're not going to talk too much about it, hopefully. Not sure I'm making good kill target choices. I mean, you should probably be zapping backline if you can, but zapping the tank is okay. That's all you can get. And being selfish for bubbles, probably not. I would say generally avoid bubbling your teammates unless they absolutely need to. Even saving a teammate but not getting any energy out of it can be a problem for you. I think one thing to keep in mind when you play Zarya is one of the most selfish heroes in the game. I think whenever you play Zarya, your perspective should be, I will carry this game personally. I just need to get energy, and I need to get bubbles, and I need to get healing, and I will kill everyone. She's extremely good at that. So often, weirdly enough, it can be a right play to let a teammate die in exchange for holding that bubble for yourself, so you can beam and run over the enemy. So you saw turrets go behind you. Definitely kill those turrets initially. This would be like one right click for you, would take care of two of them, and that's that. Do not bubble that Reaper. I know the Reaper gets slow here, but the Reaper still has Wraith. Okay, so if he dies here, that's kind of on him. He should Wraith. Yeah, he needs this. So I think you actually save his life. Nope, actually he didn't. He wouldn't have been hit. He's not close enough. Confirm with the rank perspective. Yeah, he's not close enough. So the Reaper was fine here. I know it's really hard. It's very reasonable that you bubbled here, but bubbling and not getting energy out of this is disastrous. You're probably going to lose the fight because of this. Like, I know it seems like such a little thing, but not getting energy on the very first fight means you're probably screwed. Okay, so now that we covered that, the next thing is you're standing in the wrong spot. So you walk on the point here, and then you step to the right. So first of all, your team can't follow you because these symmetric turrets are here, which you saw fly past you. So that's already a big error that's preventing your supports from assisting. Number one. Number two, you back up into this corner. This corner is awful. There's nowhere to go. It's very, very small, so you can't dodge. You can get spammed out of here easily and pinned in, and your supports can't heal you because they'd have to come all the way around and stand here, and no support wants to stand in the middle of the stair while healing their tank. That's really bad. What you should have done instead, besides killing the turrets, is play from here. Recognizing what tank they have and how to play against them, critical part about playing tank in Overwatch, right? More so than other heroes or other roles, you really need to know, how do I play the tank versus tank matchup? So when you're playing against a Rhine, your perspective should be, at the very beginning of the fight, the Rhine is strongest. In fact, I just made a Reddit post about this, because somebody was asking how to play Zarya against Rhine. At the beginning of the fight, the Rhine is strongest, okay? And you are your weakest because you have no energy. As the fight goes on, you get stronger and stronger and stronger as your energy goes up. And you are at your peak strength when you have high energy and you have 2 bubble charges, at which point you are the strongest hero in the game. I can't think of any hero stronger than Zarya once you have high energy and 2 bubble charges, or arguably even 1 bubble charge. You do 170 damage, that is non-deflectable. Non-deflectable, non-eatable. It can still be reduced by like fortify and stuff like that, but beyond that, like, you are unbelievably dangerous once you get high energy. So yeah, definitely a mistake to try to play that close. You have to recognize, in this situation, just give it the point. Like, you're just not going to get it right now. And you have to be like, nope, see, yeah, because Yeah, dying here also extra bad. So you got no energy from the Reaper bubble. Then you should have immediately tried to book around the corner. I don't know, you could have made it anyway. Overall, just not good. Right, now the Ride just runs over your team. You're alive. You have 1 bubble charge. Yep, kill the Ride. Good. Kill the turret, yeah. Just left click it. So let's wait, bubble here. Okay, this bubble is fine. Yeah, kill this. You can't. Yeah, you don't have bubble charge right now. Yeah. So quick tip for killing thin characters: right click their feet, then beam them. Because when you right click them, it pops them into the air, which makes it a lot easier to beam them. And then when they hit the ground, keep beaming until they start being evasive. Then right click again if you need to. And that's a really, really consistent way to kill low health or thin targets. Do not let the cement get out. So you're being double pocketed here. You should recognize that. Like, you have the damage beam and you're being healed by the Kiriko. You have to kill the Symmetra in this situation. So you should be going up, right? Because if your Reaper is committed there, like when you see your Reaper go in, you have to go. I'd be walking forwards right now. Yeah, you're like a little slow on it. Then I would right click right here when she lands and then keep beaming her. Like, you should be able to out damage this until a certain point. Now she's being double talk, it's gonna be tough. Now you're too committed. At this point, the Sims here, double pocketing, right? Cassidy and Ryan coming up, you can hear the Ryan coming. You gotta back up into your side of the point. You are way too deep right now. This isn't a Zarya thing. You're just like, as any tank, you're way too deep right now. You need to give it the point. Yeah, you need to just straight up live. Again, Zarya played very, very selfish. Very, very selfish. It's okay to let everybody else in your team die as long as you get elf energy. Do not die here. Do not need that fire strike either. See, this is another example where, like, this bubble is no good. Right? This is not the time. Like, the Ryan has a shield up, the Reaper's not going to do anything. And no one's going to shoot him either. So you need to actually be more selfish with the bubbles, not less. That's good, but except the fact that you're going to die for this. Okay, I felt this right away. It's like, yeah, the Cassie's overextended, but first of all, the Cassie should be able to just roll onto the Mega. It's really weird that he doesn't have roll. But second, trading you for a DPS is terrible. You should not trade for anything short of like 3 heroes as Zarya. Really, really important to play selfishly. Play your life more than anybody else. That's unlucky. Do not chase him. So the Ryan charges through, okay? But, like, what are you going to do about it? You can't do anything at this point. Just go here and try to, like, put some pressure on the right side. Especially since you're coming up the grav very soon. Like, leaving your back open to the right side is not a good idea. Right? He has shield right now. Like, you can't do anything. He's also just going to have shatter soon. So, you should not be bubbling right now. You need to be saving your charges to get double bubble, because you're already high energy anyway. Like, you don't need this energy. You need the bubble charges. Sim pops to the left side. Yeah, just go right. You don't need anything crazy here. He wants to go in? That's fine. I think that bubble is reasonable. Yeah, that's fine. Yep, great. So you're in a little bit of trouble here. I would potentially think about grabbing in between them if they clump together, because the problem is you have no ability to get off left side. All right? Like, these two over here are going to be very problematic for you. So you need to leave the point and pressure them all. Because if you don't do it, like, it's going to get very bad for you. Now I would grab. I would 100% grab that. Okay, so let's talk about grav. So you should have grabbed first right here, A. Then you should have right-clicked. Right? So because you're late on the grav, so now you grab. All right, the grav is good, but then you miss with the right-click, which is real bad. Like, you could just waited a second to make sure the right-click. That's right now you're 100 energy, so your right-click does 90 damage. Absolutely massive. So now you right click. So another tip is you can walk up if you don't take too much damage. This is kind of like a tricky situation, but you can walk up, right click melee, and then do 30 damage to everybody else. So right click plus melee does 120 damage, and then another right click plus melee is another 120 damage. And then that can be very, very helpful to get the slightly extra damage you need to get kills. But doing grab here and not getting kills is really bad. And fundamentally it comes down to you should have grabbed first, right? Now you only have 40 ammo, which is fine. You still could have done this with 2 right clicks. Right, especially 2 right clicks plus melee. But the problem is that your right click missed. The second one is Suzu'd, right, and only the third one's on target. So out of 3 right clicks, you still whiffed 2 of them, which is why nobody's dying here. So this is a great example where when the Ana's dodging, like if you're having trouble, I mean, like right here, just right click her feet, right? Right click to the right of her, it'll pop her in the air, like not a lot, but like enough that she'll stand still. right, be floating in the air. You can beam her, Reaper can shoot her, Kiriko can shoot her, and then the Ana probably dies right now. Yeah, I would not go that deep in, because you can tell your supports are here healing you. Do not bubble. Assume other people, like, have their own stuff together. You know? Like, you haven't seen the Reaper use Wraith. I would assume he has Wraith right now. You know? He's, like, not in any danger. You see how you pop the bubble there? It doesn't do anything. Now would it be a great time to bubble, right? Like, when people are using ultis, then use it. Right-click your feet, right-click your feet. I think you dramatically underestimate how valuable right-clicking people to prevent them from moving places is. Alright, so, jumping forwards. You do not want to be here. So, stuck between the team. I think it's very lucky that the Rhine died here for nothing. I think the team should have shut you down in the back. But we'll take it. Now I would be very aggressive right now. The Rhine is dead, right? Be very, very aggressive. Kill the Sim, kill the Ana, kill anything you can right now. Don't worry about the teleporter. Teleporter's a waste of your time. Alright, what's she gonna use the teleporter for? Yeah, you lost an opportunity to get at least one, maybe two picks there, which would have continued the stagger, and would have given them only one more fight instead of possibly 1.5/2. Do they just walk to the right? Yeah, they just walk to the right. That's not really your job to deal with. Like, your team should have flagged that sooner. Yeah, I think losing 2 right away, I think you just play time. Yeah, do not. I would just leave. Like, there's no. You're already at 99. There's no way you can win this fight. So just don't die here. Oh boy. This is fine. Then Brian's making a mistake. I bubble again. Wait, use bubble on yourself. This is the first bubble. So I think the bubble on Sim might have been a little early. Yeah, because Sim's like basically full health. So a little early, but it's not bad. I understand. Just leave. Just leave. Absolutely leave. You do not want to be on the inside of the point. You want to be back here at the choke. Don't even think about grounding right now. Yeah, just reset. Like, all you do is win one fight, right? You already have grav, right? They use Shatter, they use Nano, they used Kitsune. All you do is win one fight here. So the worst thing you can do right now is waste grav. It's virtually guaranteed win as long as you... Oh, no. I would get the Mega. Okay, your supports came along. Okay, this actually might work out. I would be perfectly fine just grabbing the Ana there to make sure she dies. That's the worst possible call. So grabbing a solo tank is an awful idea unless the tank has like Nano or something. That would be a problem. Ramatra Annihilation would be another example where like grabbing might be acceptable. Okay. So first round, I mean, definitely some errors. Not that bad. You know, definitely not that bad. Okay, so you decide, the most important thing is you try to go high ground, you see your team's going main, and then you drop. Okay, so I understand. Yeah, that's reasonable. Don't obsess with that. Again, beaming them down I think is a little faster than right-clicking. So it's a Zarya mirror now. Okay, you do a good job holding bubble here. Yeah, no killer. So, I think you should have been way more aggressive here. Like, reload and then immediately try to re-peek, in my opinion. Because you still have another bubble charge, right? Just kill him. Like, the Ana has to heal both the Zarya and the Sim. Now it's too late. Do not step forward. This is a really bad idea. So, I think you need to have awareness of what's going on your left. Like, if all 3 of these people are attacking you, you're just going to get melted. You have no bubble right now. This is crazy aggressive. Your perspective is, don't get kills right now. Just play slow, right? You have the point. It's defense on control. Just play slow. I don't think you bubble there. I think I'd rather bubble me and hold the corner than bubble the Reaper. You see how it doesn't do anything? He's already in cover. Alright, so I think a big part of this is you're having a lot of trouble with symmetry, for sure. You are overestimating or underestimating how much damage she does. So like when she's like that, she's doing 180 damage a second, something crazy. Higher motion, more damage than you do at 100 charge per perspective. She's absolutely melting everybody. So you need to decide, if I'm fighting her, am I committed to this fight? Right? Is it like fight or die, and can I kill her? If not, don't try to get into a committed fight with her. Okay? It's very common that people can't read the fight correctly, and they're like, oh, I can kill this Symmetra, and then you can't kill the Symmetra, and she melts you. Okay? If you're like, hey, look, I'm not ready to fight the Symmetra, quick, great, just reload, go and do something else. I think trying to recontest this over and over again is a bad idea. So right now the Sim is going to ignore you and just, well, she's just going to kill you. So I think you would have been just fine here if you just played slow. Like, you rush this for no reason. Despite the fact that you only have 1 bubble charge, okay? You're really far from the corner. Right? You lost 3 people, and then you go in and try to do all this. I think that's not a good idea. I think you just play the corner and or even retreat if you absolutely have to. But I think you could just play the corner for quite a while. Yeah, again, I don't think that's worth it to bubble. This is a fine bubble. Yeah, Sim turrets only have like 40 health or something like that. 35. So you can easily get, I don't know what you're doing right now. Yeah, do not mess with the Sim until you have energy. Again, another bubble. So I think you baited your Reaper into this. Okay, because no one's actually near him right now. It's just the Sim who's nanoed, so she's not gonna take a lot of damage. You need to rebubble your Reaper. What are you doing? Yeah, I think you baited your Reaper. I don't think he wanted to nano right there, or ulti right there. I think he did it because he got bubbled. And then right now, you have to bubble your Reaper again, because he's taking way too much damage, and his right click is off. Alright, trade a DPS, but recognize that if you go too far in, your supports cannot follow you. I think it's actually better right here to simply fight the Zarya. Right? You have 2 supports with you, you have a Sim there, like, you don't need to force this. I think that's a good bubble. Yeah, just right click. Oh, that works. You can just keep jumping, make your life easy. Barely live. She's gonna bubble. Yep, I know right away. Yep, this is the right call. Again, right click the ground, please. Oh no! Okay, so many things go wrong. Okay, so you come up from behind, which is a reasonable call, and this is a winnable fight, so this is a good grav, but the thing is that you right-click way too early. Alright, so this is good. So I really wish you hadn't used 3 ammo, that way you could do 3 right-clicks here. So your first right-click is way off, right? Just right-click into the center, into the Zarya, to splash them. Then, here's your second right-click. Right? Now you're forced to reload. Imagine if you had 1 more right click here. Right? 1 more right click plus melee is going to kill the Sim and nearly kill the Ana. Right? And you still have the opportunity right now. Oh, you missed the right click.
Try harder. Reality bends to my will.
No, kill the Sim. Right? The Zarya's like, whatever, it's fine. Let her do her thing over there. Just kill the Sim. Kill the Sim and kill the Kiriko. Cassie's on your left. Don't worry about turrets. Don't worry about turrets. See, now you pop bubble. You make a mistake. You pop bubble without peeking the corner. Like, you pop bubble as you're walking away, which is unnecessary. Okay. So you need to right-click way more. Honestly, most of this feels just like mechanics. Like, I feel like your overall game sense is there. I think mostly it's about your mechanics, and specifically right-clicking. You need to beat the Zarya. Okay, so if you're watching right now, you're with the Bastion, you see the Zarya in the corner, the Bastion's going to be lighting her up, you have to be zapping the Bastion right now. Like, I don't know what you're looking around for. Alright, so that's second point. So, again, I don't think this makes any sense. Like, just let him, it's fine. Like, it is what it is. Like, if teammates are going to make mistakes, to some extent, just kind of let them. You need to be much more selfish. Oh, another right click there would have killed the Sim. So even at 0 energy, right click does 45 damage. So this sim has 55 health. A direct right click here, so I would fire it probably like just to her right, would kill her. Because you see that? I believe you can do a right click jump to get up here too, by the way. But your Reaper gets the kill on her. I don't bubble there. That's, you don't see anything there that makes you think that that bubble makes good sense. I think again, right clicking thin targets, very, very helpful. That's a bubble I would do since he got purple. Alright. So don't get too, okay, the turrets are so distracting for you. So for the record, you could just step away from the turrets and just like play right here in the corner, for example. But like you tunnel vision on the turrets way too much. Just like literally don't look at the turrets. In many of these case scenarios, the turrets aren't really doing anything to you. And like for example, you could have just played here and would have been fine. You even could have played this corner and like maybe one right click up there or a quick beam to kill the turrets. But dying with energy is disaster. Okay, so Zarya, so you see Reaper track in. Yep, this is a good job tracking the Zarya. This is really good. Yeah, really, really good. Again, after right click, try to beam right away. So I'll link you my Zarya gameplay guide. I think you'll see me do it a lot, and you'll see how quickly I can kill squishy targets with the right click trick. You need to get out. I would. No. Yep, that works. For the record, some of these kills that you're getting are not going to work at higher levels because people are simply not dodging. So you can theoretically no. Okay, so the situation is you are down 3 people, right? And I knew that already from just looking at down 2 people from the kill feed. It is really, really hard to clutch this. It is impossible to clutch this if you're grabbing without full ammo. Now there's like no chance that you can possibly do this, right? You grab with 18 ammo, you only have 1 right click, and you miss it. Yeah, make sure just to direct people with the right click. Don't just splash them on the ground, just direct them with the right click. Your supports are doing a great job keeping you alive at least. Right click the ground, please. Yeah, see? Like, you see how much damage that right click does? I don't know that flanking right now makes any sense. Right clicker. No, don't bubble. So again, don't bubble when you think people are going to attack you. Bubble when they're actually attacking you. So this bubble, for example, gives you no value. And I knew that the bubble wasn't going to get you value because she's already shot a lot of ammo here in this situation. And you see how she's reloading? And you've bubbled. And now you get absolutely nothing from this. Yep, Anna's right choice. Right click. Yeah, that's fine. I don't bubble. I think this fight's over. I think you just leave. I think you literally just walk away and leave. But it's too late now. Yeah. It's too late. You're gonna get super staggered. Alright, so you're down 1. I don't know about this plan. Because the thing is, like, you kind of need to work your way in. So the flank, unless you have high energy, the flank is not going to make any sense. Literally just work your way in. Right? Just play slow, use your bubbles. I mean, obviously, you're in a terrible position, being 4 and 5 already, but I think flanking doesn't feel like it's going to work here. Like, why are you going to the Mega? This is 90%, right? You have to be fighting here. Alright, good right click. You could have done one more right click there. No, don't bubble. He's not far deep enough. Alright, I think you can do a good job. Yeah, now I commit. Kill the Zarya. So right click to finish people. So, anyway. Grav. Right? I would just grab the 2 of them. That's fine. Suzu's already over. Kill Kiriko first. Kill Kiriko first. So, by the way, right click, beam a little, right click, beam a little, right click, beam a little. Whenever you're trying to one shot we're trying to focus down one specific target, a healer, for example, versus non-stop right clicking. Okay, so that's it. All right. So, in summary, I would say number 1, be way more selfish. As Zarya. I think there's lots of bubbles you're giving that don't feel like they're going to be good value. Even if you end up getting a good amount of energy from them, those bubbles prevent you from safely dealing damage. Okay, let's say you bubble a Reaper who wraiths, and then he still takes 200 damage, right? While in Ghost form, so he doesn't really take it, but like the bubble does, and that gives you 4 energy. That's usually not worth it, right? You need the bubble to walk up into people's faces and beam people down. So one, be much more selfish. One, two, your right click mechanics can be dramatically improved. And I went through a bunch of different details, but like right clicking to finish people, right clicking to pop them up in the air, right clicking to in grav in particular, very important. Okay, so that's number 2. Number 3, your grabbing in general is not great, and the grab follow up mechanics. I mean, it definitely takes practice to do, but that's really holding you back. Is your right clicking, or when you grab when you have low ammo, and your team are not able to follow up. Okay, so the rule for grav is you grab them either in LOS of your team if you expect a team to kill them, or you have to be high ammo or full ammo when you grab, and you're going to kill them yourself. For the record, the latter one is actually very viable, and there's lots of situations where people, like, I'll give you an example. Let's imagine you're standing here, okay? The whole team is clumped behind here, and your team is still taking the stairwell. You could come around this corner, and if you have full ammo and high energy, just grab and kill everybody yourself. Totally viable as Zarya. Right? Unlike a lot of other heroes who really need that setup, like Ryan, for example, sometimes can't get kills out of Shatter because people are too far, or they're pretty bulky, whatever it ends up being. Zarya usually can kill anybody when she grabs. Virtually anybody other than tanks she can kill when she grabs. So I think that is something to think about, is when you're grabbing, are you going to kill them, or is your team going to kill them? And if you're going to kill them, you better make sure that you have ammo. And obviously, make sure you land the right clicks. That's absolutely devastating to keep missing the right clicks on people who are grabbed. Reloading wasn't that bad, honestly. Like I don't even list that as something that I would like explicitly try to improve. I mean, you can try to improve everything, but like that's not a priority at all. Tracking was fine. For your level, I think the tracking is totally fine. It didn't feel like that was an issue. Target choices, I think it was fine overall. There's sometimes where it's like not great, but like fine overall. Definitely not too selfish, as mentioned. Okay, cool. I'm going to pause there. Hopefully that's helpful.